Hey guys, today I wanted to talk a little bit about assumable loans and what are they. So basically, in a nutshell, there are options out there where if say a seller has a 3% interest rate on their loan and they're interested in selling their house. Well, let's say they purchased that home for $200,000 and then they want to sell it for $300,000. So they have effectively about $100,000 in equity in their home. Well, in some situations, you will have that potential to actually assume their loan and their interest rate. You may be having to pay that equity gap, so you would essentially be having to bring $100,000 to satisfy that lender, but you'd be able to take advantage of that potentially really low interest rate. Like there are interest rates out there right now. The lowest one I heard of last week, there was a guy that had a 1.75% interest rate, and he was interested in selling his house. So you may think, man, where am I going to come up with $100,000 to be able to do that? Well, oftentimes for those of you that currently own homes, you may have $100,000 or more in equity in their home. You know, it's going to be subjective on each property, but you could effectively sell your house, be able to move into a nicer house or smaller or larger or whatever your situation is that meets your needs. And you'd be able to take that $100,000 in equity from the sale of your home and potentially be able to put that as the equity gap filler for that new property and be able to assume a much lower interest rate. Right now, we're in the really high sixes, arguably the sevens, depending on what day of the week it is right now. And so this can be a really great option to be able to bridge that gap and step into another really low interest rate, be able to get the house that you've been really wanting to get, and be able to take advantage of the higher sale prices of this market. So it's kind of like this perfect storm that allows you guys a few opportunities to take advantage of. If you guys have any more questions about that process, feel free to reach out. See ya.